You just spent an hour building a perfect spreadsheet. You hit print and this come out. This happened to everyone and it's completely fixable in under 5 minutes. In this episode, I'm going to show you exactly how to make any spreadsheet print perfectly every single time. Welcome back to Zero to Excel Hero, episode 8. Over the last 7 episodes, we have built commission calculator, data entry, formulas, conditional formatting, and charts. Today, we are printing it. By the end of this episode, it will look as good on paper as it is on screen. Download the episode 8 starter file from the description if you want to follow along. It's the commission calculator from episode 7 with the chart included. Otherwise, open any spreadsheet you have been working on. Everything we cover today applies to any file. Section 1. Print preview. Why it looks wrong. Let's start with print preview because most people skip it, and that's exactly why their print looks terrible. Press Ctrl P. This opens the print dialog. On the left, you have your print, what you want to print out in the printer, and on the right, you have your settings. For Windows user, it will be the opposite way. Here you can see you have 1 page or 5 instead of maybe just a single page or 2. Columns are cut off at the right edge. Your headers are cut off at the right and at the left. That's a problem. And your headers appear only on the first page. It didn't extend to the next page. Before we fix anything, let's understand why Excel prints badly by default. When you create a spreadsheet, Excel has no idea what you want to print. It doesn't know if you want the entire file print or just part of it. It doesn't know what orientation, portrait or landscape. It doesn't know what size paper you are using. It doesn't even know which cells matter and which are empty workspace. So it guesses, and it almost guesses wrong. Everything we do in this episode is about telling Excel what exactly you want, rather than hoping it figures it out. Press Escape to exit your print preview. We are going to fix this problem before we come back. Section 2. Page layout view. The best way to work on print setting is page layout view. Switch to it. Now, you will see your page boundaries while you are editing, which makes everything clearer. Go to View tab and click on Page Layout, and you can see the way your page is laid out. Everything changes. Your spreadsheet now displays white page background with clear boundaries between them. You can see the ruler at the top showing your margins. You can see where your data falls relative to the edge of each page. The header and footer zone appears at the top and bottom of each page. Page layout view has 2 big advantages over normal view. First, you see page breaks before you print. Any data that crosses a page boundary is immediately visible as you work. Second, you can still edit your spreadsheet here. You can add values to it, you can see, and you can edit your spreadsheet here. You can make adjustments to your spreadsheet. So page layout view doesn't stop you from doing that. Section 3. Set a print area. The print area is the most important print setting in Excel and the most commonly overlooked. Without a print area, Excel prints everything. Every row of data, every chart, every column, all the way to the last cell that contains anything at all. If you have a stray note in Z200 you forgot about 3 months ago, Excel will print 100 mostly blank pages just to get there. Set a print area and you are in total control of exactly what print. Here is how to set a print area. Select the exact range to print in your commission calculator. Let's assume we just want to print the data. After selecting it, you go to your page layout tab, click on print area, then click set print area. And immediately if you look at your name box, you will see print area there. When you deselect and you click on the small arrow here, you will see that there is a print area there. And if you want to clear your print area, you can just go to your page layout, print area, then you click clear print area, and it will clear your print area. One practical tip: if you add rows to your data later, your print area doesn't automatically expand. You will need to reset it. To avoid constantly resetting it, define your print area to include a few extra blank rows below your last row of data, so new row fall inside the boundary automatically. And to confirm that, if you press your Ctrl P again, you will see it's only showing 2 pages, which is the places that cover your print area. Our chart is no more showing. And setting print area doesn't resolve the whole problem, which will take us to the next section. Section 4, fit to page and orientation. Even with print area set, as we can see, your data might not fit clearly into a single page. These two settings fix it. Orientation first. Go to the page layout tab. Click on orientation. Portrait is the default, taller than it is wide, like standard letter. Landscape flips it, wider than it is tall. Our commission calculator has 12 columns and 10 rows of data. So landscape is the clear choice here. Switch to landscape. Before we continue, I would like to remove my sticky notes so that it won't affect the next setup. Now, fit to page. If under the page layout tab, you will see the width and the height. They are both set to automatic. Change the width to 1 page. Leave the height set up as automatic. Now you can see Excel try to cramp all the data into 1 page for the width. That's why I remove my sticky note first, so that it won't push the sticky notes because it's not part of what I want to print. Changing the width to 1 page and leaving height at automatic tells Excel shrink my content however much it takes to the sheet, and it's never wider than 1 page. Columns will never get cut off on the right edge again. If you need all your content in exactly 1 page, set both the width and the height to 1 page. Excel will scale everything down to fit. Finally, margins. Page layout, then go to margins, then click on narrow. Narrow margins give your content specifically more room on the page. For business report, narrow margin actually looks more professional than normal margins. Anyway, they are cleaner, more modern, standard. Section 5, repeat rows on every page. If your data span more than 1 page, here is what happens by default. Your column headers appear on page 1. Page 2 is a wall of numbers with no labels. No one reading page 2 knows what any columns means. This is one of the most common printing complaints I hear. The fix takes 10 seconds. Go to your page layout and click on print title. In your print title, go to your rows to repeat at top and click on the rows you want it to repeat at top. Here I've selected my headers row and click OK. Now go to the page 2 of our table of our sheet. You can see the header row is already on page 2, and you can readjust any other data there to match with the header row. You can do the same for columns down the left side using columns to repeat at left. If column A contains row label that needs to be visible across multiple wide pages. So if you click on it, you can see columns to repeat at left. If columns A contains row label that needs to be repeated at multiple pages, you can specify with this side. Rows to repeat at top is the feature that separates someone who knows Excel from someone who just used it for a while. Once you know about it, you will use it every single time. Section 6, headers and footers. Headers and footers are what make a printed spreadsheet looks like a professional document rather than something you accidentally sent to the printer. In the page layout view, click anywhere in the gray header zone at the very top of the page. 3 zones appears: the left, center, and right. Click in any zone and type or use the automatic codes. For our commission calculator, I'll put the title in the center header. Commission calculator Q1 2026. For the right side, I will insert the current date automatically. With the cursor on the right side, click on the header and footer tab that just appeared in the ribbon and click on the current date. Excel inserts the code and date. Every time this file is opened or printed, that code updates to today's date automatically. You never have to maintain it. The automatic codes you will use most are current date, page numbers, total number of page, and file names and sheet name. The most useful footer combination is page number of total number of page. Let's go to the footer zone. In the right footer zone, let's use page number of total number of page. So in the header and footer ribbon, click page number of total number of page. So you will see page 1 of 3, page 2 of 3, professional, informative, and entirely automatic. For a standard business footer, I use confidential in the left zone. Now, let's do Ctrl P. Because I had a print area before, I can only print the first page. But let me clear my print area, then do Ctrl P again. So in our page layout, you go to print area, clear your print area, then we can print again using Ctrl P. And you can see confidential is showing here, page 1 of 1. And if I print it to a PDF so that you can look at it, I will save it and open the PDF. So have a look at the PDF. You can see the commission calculator here, the date and confidential, page 1 of 1 and page 2 of 2. Drop a comment telling me what you are printing. I want to hear what you have built over the last episode. The print ready commission calculator file is in the description. Print area set, headers, footers configured, landscape orientation, narrow margin, repeat headers on, everything from today's episode already applied. Download it and compare it to your own version. Quick recap, set a print area first. Don't let Excel guess. Use page layout view so you can see page boundaries while you edit. Fit to width, prevent columns getting cut off. Repeat rows at the top, put your columns headers on every page. Headers and footers add title, date, page numbers automatically. 5 minutes from terrible to professional. In episode 9, the series finale, we bring everything together. I prepared a raw, messy real-world dataset. We are going to build a complete business report from scratch in a single video. No shortcut, every skill from episode 1 through episode 8, combined in one project. It is the most ambitious episode of this series, and it is designed to show you just how far you have come. If you have been following this series from the start, episode 9 is for you. You are not a beginner anymore. I will see you in the episode finale.